1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. You know, I'm not sure it's likely to be the case. In fact, I'm leaning towards it's not the case. But does anyone else truly believe deep down in their hearts, even though, you know it's not the case, but do you secretly wish that the movie Reservoir Dogs was actually filmed entirely with dogs, by dogs, for dogs, and then everyone was CGI replaced out of that, and then implanted with real actors? That's my personal hope and dream. Not because it would make any sense, not because it's logical, but because that would be funny. Hey, howdy everyone, my name is Shannon Shook, and welcome yet again to another episode of The Fruit of Grisaia, aka... Oh, we've started the crying on the channel, on the series, have we? We've done it. It's happened. I'm fucked for the rest of the entire series. I will now continue to just cry at everything, always and forever. Yeah, before we even get started, real quickly, I would like to say, a massive fucking thank you to all the support on the previous episode, because it actually meant a fuck ton. There's a couple people who was like, well, I don't know if it means anything from just some random schmo or whatever, but, I just want to say some nice stuff. Thank you. Again, you guys' support, and especially on topics that really do affect me, spoilers, the one in the previous one is a governing factor in my fucking life. It is funny how much times I can make jokes about my own death, but as soon as it starts becoming even the tiniest bit of serious, I just turn into a puddle. And it's not great. And, yeah, I don't know. It's a very... The biggest thing about it for me that's the interesting thing is I didn't used to be this way. Till about the age of about 17 or 18, I didn't give a fuck whether or not I lived or died. Maybe it's because I was as depressed as I was, and I'm in a way better headspace these days, which is weird because I'm terrified of this, so it's a worse headspace than that. But just generally overall, I'm not like, oh god, please kill me every single day of my life. But yeah, no, I don't know, it's one of those things where, I don't know, I didn't ever used to have that. I was always a big fan of just live free, die hard, do whatever you gotta do, as long as you're having a good time and you're kicking it, you do it, my man. Live short, fucking die happy, yeah, as long as you're having a good time. And I was like, I like shit too much to die. I don't want that. So yeah, that affected me a good bit. Again, I mentioned it a couple times. That put me in a difficult headspace. The point is, I was straight up skipping dialogue. And I'm sorry, I wasn't doing that on purpose. It was literally just completely subconscious half the time. I don't know. It's a weird thing. And it does make me a little concerned, as a lot of people have been like, I'm very curious how the fuck you're going to handle the actual game if you can't get through this all that well. So, yeah, no. I do want to apologize if I ever hinder anyone's experience with my bullshit, whether it be, related to something like this, which again, the biggest thing for me is, it would have affected me a little bit either way, no matter who it was about. Someone even pointed me out into in the Discord that a similar question was raised by Makina at one point. And apparently I didn't really have much of a reaction. I name dropped that I had a similar experience in Anohana, but I didn't really have much of an issue with it. So it was in my head, but it didn't affect me anywhere near this much. And it 100% I do think comes down to the reason it got me that bad is because it's about my favorite. my favorite was the one who was asking the question. And again, I make a lot of jokes about everyone, best girls and Michiru being my favorite and the fucked shit I say. I opened up that episode talking about fingering. It's not good, it's really bad when I open it like that and then I'm bawling my eyes out by the end. But it is what it is. I don't know. I make a lot of jokes about that. But I really... I say this, again, with complete and utter seriousness. For whatever reason, Michiru is one of those characters, again, entirely fictional. And whenever I say this shit, it's always like, dude, get a fucking life. You fucking crying and being a goddamn baby about fucking something that doesn't actually exist. And I'm like, yeah, I know it doesn't. That's stupid. But I still do. I don't ever have a problem separating fiction from reality. But it can still affect me really, really, really bad. Because when I think about characters that I enjoy, and I'm sorry, this may be a very long intro. I'm going to leave a timestamp because I'm worried I'm going to talk a bit. But I really want to explain my feelings and my thoughts about last episode and about potentially how Grisaia is going to go in general. Anyway, for me, when it comes to characters I care about, I don't... And I think it comes down to one of the reasons why I'm as kind of laid back and is just, I'm engaged in whatever I'm watching as much as I possibly can. Other people will be like, this shit's trash. I don't like the stories. Every little detail, it needs to be... And like, that's not for me. I'm not that kind of person. I'm the kind of person who's like, holy shit, here's some... Oh my god, my friend. No, because I view characters... I know that they're fictional, but I view them in the moment... as if they were as real as you or me, because I want to be able to sympathize with them. I want to care about them. I want to love them. I want to support them. I want to do that. That's what fiction does for me when it comes to characters. That's always been my most important thing about anything that I'm watching or playing. So in that moment, that feels profoundly real to me. I can go, I can turn the camera off and sit down and think about it a little bit. I'm like, yeah, no, it's all fucking fake. Who gives a shit? But at least in that moment, it's really hard to separate that for me. It's hard to not think about them as if if it was someone I cared about. And again, Michiru is one of those people who, for whatever reason, I really, really do care about. Despite, again, not being real. I don't know. It's a weird thing. I don't know if it's a good sign as to my mental stability. Well, point is, I don't know, man. I make a lot of jokes about how much I enjoy that character, but I do honestly mean it. There's a lot. I don't know if it's because of how much I potentially see myself in her, how much I want to see people succeed. I went and talked in the Discord a little bit about, like, how I tend to gravitate towards people who are, number one, either just extremely driven, a la, say, Anonymous from Sakura So, or Ichigo from Darling in the Franxx. And people who are, potentially on the more, without a better way of putting it, on the dumber side, on the the quote-unquote loser side. It's terrible to say because it makes it sound like I'm shitting all over them, but that's not my point. Like people who need a helping hand, or people who you want to see supported and get picked up. You want to be able to root on those people who are extremely driven. You want to see them accomplish their goals. You want to see them be happy. I think it's the same reason why I very often fall for the secondary character in the love triangle. You got these two over here, and like, oh, well, these two are obviously gonna fucking end up together. But why you gotta do my girl like that? I don't know. It's just the kind of person I am, I guess, and Michiru falls into that for a good few reasons. Again, I don't know if it's 100% because I sympathize or empathize with her in just a lot of ways, or if it's just I want to see her succeed, or she makes me very happy, and I want to see her very happy. It's a fairly standard I care about someone thing. It just happens to be about Bunch of ones and zeros. Anyway. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I am worried about potentially how I'm going to be able to handle the game coming up as we go along. There are reasons for me to be concerned. Again, I have plenty of evidence on the channel to prove that when shit gets real, I don't always cope well. And especially if it comes to something that really, really affects me. Like one of the first big moments on the channel is from a place further. And one of the big emotional moments for me is in a place further. And that I'm going to try and keep it without being super spoilery about it. Just the basic premise of that show, if you guys haven't seen it, is there's a girl who wants to go to Antarctica because her mother went there and then never came back. So she has, there's a lot of fucking emotions tied up in there. I have a lot of emotions tied up in my situation regarding my mother. I love her to death, but we've always had a very complicated relationship, especially as we got older in time, and, you know, it didn't go great. But there's still a lot of love and, you know, want for there not to be as much, you know, anonymity or whatever there. I don't know, and there was a lot of emotions tied up in that, and there's moments in that show where it gets very onto that topic, and it fucked me up really, really bad. It's one of those moments that fucked everyone up when I watched that show, but it fucking ruined me because there's a lot of personal emotions tied up in there. Again, that's kind of where the Michiru thing came in, and my fucking nose is all plugged up. That's really annoying while I'm trying to talk. Point is, yeah, I don't know. So it's, depending on how Michiru's route goes, what her big things tend to be that are affecting her, it's gonna be a thing, I think. Who knows, maybe that was kind of more of a one-off thing, and that won't be her, or at least won't fit too much in her overall emotional state, her issues, whatever's going on in her life. But if it does, this is going to be a really hard one to get through. And I think I have committed at this point. I want to do Michiru's route first. She is my favorite. I want to give her, going in, I want to give her first crack at all of my attention, my love, all of that stuff. I want to go through her experience first. I want that to be my big solidifier going through the game first. I, of course, still would like to go through all of the routes. I know there's a ton of people out there who love all of them and want to see them get their time to shine, and I fully understand, respect that, and want that same thing to happen. So for me, I'm gonna try and do all those routes as long as, again, there's an audience to support that, and it seems like there's you guys have been incredibly awesome when it comes to support on the channel and on the game and all that. And again, with just like my emotional situation last episode, you guys were extremely supportive and understanding and devilishly excited because you're fucking monsters sometimes, but in a very, very nice, like, not shitty way. Yeah, I don't know, man. So, yeah, I'm gonna go through Michiru's route first, or at least that is the intention. That's what I want to do. And I do think I want to go through Amane's last, because she is my second favorite. So I think I want to end with my personal favorite, or start with my personal favorite, and then end with my second favorite, especially since, from what I understand, Amane is one of the really bigger, you know, overall ones of importance to, like, you know, just stuff. Again, I've always imagined Amane is very much the, you know, I guess, canon girl, if that's not that there's necessarily a canon girl, but you get what I'm trying to say, like the main one, the big shebang, you know what I'm saying? You don't? Cool, me neither. But that's kind of the way I always imagined it. So for me, I think that's a good way to do it. As for what we're gonna do in between, no fucking clue. And again, as for breaks between routes, no fucking clue. We'll figure it out. I don't know if we'll do something like maybe just a mini little series here and there. Just a little game, maybe watch a short series reaction wise, something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, so I think that's what I want to do. And I hope you guys understand. And I appreciate everyone who puts up with my Michiru obsessed ass. Despite the fact that not all of you even really give a shit about her sometimes. But the people that do, and the people who are willing to put up with it, thank you for putting up with it. And the people who do feel similarly, or at least enjoy her a lot as well. I think I even said it in one of the comments I responded to, but I meant it more than I think one might expect. Is I said thank you for like caring about Michiru, and like I'm in the moment it's like, oh well, it's always good to have another person who cares about Michiru, but I really am feeling like, thank you, please. I just want to see her happy. I want her to be loved. She's my second favorite character of all time as of right now, and I really, really want that to end well for her. So, yes. Thank you guys for putting up with this incredibly long intro. Real quickly before we do get started as well, Kaguya-sama Love is War started. Bakemonogatari started here on the channel. Both those are up. Kaguya-sama should have had the first 3 episodes last week, or this week while you guys were off, and the next 3 should be out next week, and then we should be caught up and hitting it each week as it comes out. Yeah, so anyway, that's all I really had to say. I'm sorry for having such an insanely long intro. It's just I really wanted to kind of give my opinions and my thoughts and put everything together, because I don't know, again, the last episode was a very impactful one for me. And again, I'm sure it doesn't even begin to scratch the surface on where we're going, but for me, it had a lot to it, and I wanted to explain my thoughts, and I wanted to explain what I was going to be doing with the series route-wise, or at least what the plan is. So, anyway, I won't go into what happened in the last episode. You probably saw it if you were willing to sit through that. Anyway, I do think that's one of my favorite episodes of the series so far, though. A big shocker because it's a Michiru-based one, but I don't know, for whatever reason, number one, I just like episodes that really affect me. But I also like that one had a massive variety of things. That went from me being just a retarded fool to me being a crying baby. So I don't know, it was a thing. Anyway, we're gonna get started here. I'm sorry for making you guys wait. This is probably gonna be like a 3rd or 4th this fucking episode, but it's where we are, and I just wanted to, you know. Anyway, we're gonna actually play this fucking game or some shit. I don't know. And let's actually read this time, Shannon. You fool. Anyway. Rookies should stick to moving in pairs. You better know what you're doing if you're going to work alone. Oh, what are we doing? What's going on? Who's up? I'm quoting a professional detective, but words are generally applicable. When you're tailing someone, a pair is less conspicuous than a single shadow. Of course, that can change depending on circumstances in most cases, though one stone-faced guy glaring at your back is going to inspire more caution than 2 idiots who happen to be following the same road. Real quickly, I'm sorry, derailed it again. Another thing that was brought up to me in the Discord real quick, I do want to mention, is the topic of Yuji in general. I give him a lot of shit. I would just like to make it 100% clear that I have nothing against, you know, him fundamentally as a character, or the writer, or the people involved in making it. I don't have an issue with any of that. I've never had a problem separating those things. I've never had, like, he is a flawed person. Obviously, probably a lot due to how he was fucking, I would say, raised, because it sounds like it was pretty fucked. For different reasons here and there, and just, I don't know. I just want to make it 100% clear. I give him a ton of shit, but I understand fully where he's coming from, I think, despite not fully knowing where he's coming from. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just want to make sure I established that, because there was a little bit of a concern that I had issues with that or something like that. I don't know. For me, yeah, no, it's not. You know how it is. Anyway, let's be funny. Let's laugh. Funny jokes. Happy time. Ichigo, because that's a smiley thing. Yay. More best girl talk that isn't sad. Of course, that can change depending on the circumstances. In most cases, though, one stone-faced guy glaring at your back, that really hurt, actually, is going to inspire more caution than two idiots who happen to be following the same road. Even the best intentional or international agents, not intentional, that's not how that works. I mean, I guess that technically could work. Usually a male and a female pair, a single tail isn't unheard of, but it demands significantly greater skill and experience. Hello, Roast Master. You have entered the building. Gordon Ramsay himself would never even say that it is raw, because everything is just burnt to a fucking crisp when she's around. Sachi, how you doing? I'm doing great, thanks. A major part of the challenge is that some people are simply more wary than others. As we've just seen, your target may turn and look behind them as completely unpredictable moments. I also really am going to just minimize that real quick, because my dumbass is actually going to click off screen at some point, and you're just going to hear Chica screaming in my fucking ear. So I've been just listening to that song on repeat over and over again. I'm so sorry. Which means that when you're shadowing someone, especially solo, perception and anticipation are the most crucial elements of success. Dude, I watched so much Many a True Nerd. It is amazing what negative perception will do to a man. Every game you'll ever play is just ruined. The fuck are you doing now, you wanna be Batman? Careful now. You're starting to do things that might be possibly construed as mildly adorable, and we can't allow that. You have to be worst, girl. I can't let you be good. You silly goose. You silly bitch. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Incidentally, on this particular tailing mission, I've got a tale of my own. What are you doing? Why? I know my man's ass is great. I know mine's even better. Oh, no. But, like, I'm just saying. Relax, baby girl. I'm taken. She seems to think it's going well. But I noticed her unwavering stare as soon as I left the dorm. I'm alone. I walk these lonely streets. Okay. Being observed isn't really a problem in itself, but it should probably make things clear before she starts developing unfounded self-confidence. Sakaki, if you got something to say, like, feel free. Anytime. I'm here. I got ears. They're for listening to, for talking. It's... What up, baby girl? How you doing? Absolutely. You were kind of being adorable and weird off in the corner of the screen. I don't know what you were expecting, but you're doing it wrong. Yeah, pretty much from the second I left the dorm. Scandalous. Sakaki's eyes widened in surprise. Seems she did indeed have some misguided pride in her attempt at stealth. Why are you following me around? She got stealth boy. Sorry, I got that shit on the brain. Oh, I see. That's how she wants to play this. I think she has a cute boot. What do you want? You hooker. That's a problem. Shit. Don't you dare. You bitch. Not you. You're great, Yumiko. I say a lot of mean things about you, but I don't mean it. I've established this. I think potentially sometimes my attitude towards you might be construed as toxic because I was talking shit about other people earlier because their opinions on shit, so I gotta just be 100% honest. But I'm also make it clear every time that I'm joking, because look at your beautiful eyes, though. They're so sparkly and shiny. Still worse. I'm so sorry. All right, Saki. I think we all know there's a greater mystery here. Why are you outside? Sorry, my mouse was... I have to replace this fucking mouse so goddamn bad. It's real bad. I'm gonna do that this week. I'm gonna at least buy the mouse this week. What? What? No worries. Just a little friendly joke between classmates. Bitch, I'm hilarious. You just hilarious. One of us is hilarious. I choose to believe it's me. Sakaki shakes her head in exasperation. I always have to hit that name so hard because I'm so scared I'm gonna slip back into Sakaki, and that's just slipping into, yeah. Let's see. My favorite food, baked beans. I have noticed, dude, you got a beans thing. Do you like shrimp-flavored beans? Because I know a red and white duo who's got a bunch to spare. I mean, baked beans aren't bad. They're kind of... I mean, the right situation... Bitch, you get some coleslaw and some fucking pork sandwich, put shit in it, or I will also accept like bratwurst sausage of most descriptions. I'll eat a hot Italian sauce. I'll cram that directly. I'll deep throat that motherfucker. I'll do it. And then you give me some baked beans coleslaw on the side, bitch, baby, I'll do it. It's tasty. Sakiki's voice goes unusually loud with irritation. Keep it down. Sachi's gonna notice us. The reason I'm tailing Sachi is it cute boot. Pretty much just felt like it. That's his. Again, I stand by it. Just, it's great. Have you seen it? I've only ever seen it in chibi form, but it's adorable. And my response, Sakaki silently begins to dial a number on her cell phone. Do me a favor and refrain from calling the cops. I'd really like to avoid dealing with a certain cantankerous old codger, if at all possible. My boy over here with the goddamn alliteration. Certain cantankerous... Let's see. I think back a little way, trying to come up with some sort of reason for my behavior. Sadly, I'm drawing a blank. They always win. I happened to see Sachi heading out and got a little nervous. That's all I've really got, honestly. Why are you following him, though? Don't worry, though. It's not like I'm some obsessed stalker. Don't you have a life-size Sachi poster in my room? Or don't have a life-size Sachi poster in my room or anything? You can check. Maybe not. But if I can get one of those for Michiru, I would not... You have no idea how much I want to finish this fucking game so I can just buy all of the Mich merch. Period. Just all of it. I cannot express to you how much I want a poster. I want figures. I want fucking... If I had to get a body pillow, it would be Mich or Ichigo. Maybe Rem. Rem's more of a figure one for me, but I would consider it. Point is, those two in particular, I lose all shame and I'd do it in a heartbeat. Don't even test me. If I'd happen to see you heading out instead, I'd probably be tailing you right now. The bottom of your cold, dead heart. I'm so sorry. What's up? As I've been talking with Sakaki, Sachi's been steadily moving farther ahead. We're getting separated from her. Come on, time to move. Join me in my spy mission. Sam Fisher and his apprentice on the move. I just imagine Yuji just standing in a bush with the fucking night vision. Okay, I'm sorry. No, he's standing in the middle of an alleyway doing the fucking splits thing, just waiting to drop on a motherfucker. Like, Sachi, come over here, I'm gonna get you. That's a bad look. Don't do that in public. Save it for her route, at least. I charge off in pursuit. Sakaki follows in my wake. Crasher wake? He is a big water boy. Did I mention I really like this road? It's really great. Are we going to go off on an adventure with Sachi too? Please don't make me sad like my favorite did. Again, it very possibly won't affect me as badly, but it would still probably fuck me up a little bit. I'll cry at that lamppost right there. Leaving the area surrounding the school, Sachi heads in the general direction of the station. She doesn't seem to have caught on for the moment, so say I, the huge meister. Who said you could get so close to me, whichever direction that would put you? Yeah, that would put you right there. I don't know why I was imagining you over there. It's weird. We're making a Yumiko sandwich. A male-female pair is efficient and inconspicuous for covert surveillance missions. You're already familiar with how tricky it is to shadow someone by yourself, aren't you? Ain't you? You can just pretend you're on a date, which is exactly what's going to happen. I see it. I know how writing works, except for the fact that I've done that, like, I know how something's gonna work like 3 times in this game, and I've been wrong every time. It's always in regards to Yumiko, isn't it? Oh. Off to a good start. Halfway through the game. Halfway through the comment. Saki seems even grumpier than usual today. That is her ace. Give her a grumpig. Oh my god. I have you picked out on the team already. I was like, theme teams. I'm making them, and I'm like, what do I give her? Grumpig. It's perfect. Some color, salty hoe. It works. I love it. It's great. But judging from the fact she hasn't simply stalked off the back to the school, it seems she's surprisingly weak with what she takes. It also works because, like, psychic is also like smartness, and she reads books. Finger guns, bam. Point is, she's grumpig. Just where is she going anyway? Go buy some carrots, some chips, some coffee. Go get some Starbucks. I'd love it. I see. A supply mission, is it? It seems Sakaki is a decently observant eye in her own right. Meanwhile, Sachi has stopped to speak with someone she met in the street. Hello, lady. How are you doing? Okay. Mrs. Doubtfire. That was the fucking name. Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying so fucking hard to remember what that... Joke time has passed. Click. She's shopping for more bubble gum. She needs to expand her sphere of power. Damn right. Chicken thigh. That's how you do. Best part the chicken, best part the girl. That's not true. I'm a sucker for midriff. It's all fucking great. I can't even pretend. I love it all. Give all of the bits. I mean, what? Oh, yes. Person. Ooh. Oh, Sachi the sweetheart coming through. Sir, this is a family-friendly channel. Channel? Fuck you. You ruined my brain and my joke. How dare you? I was gonna talk about how I opened up the last 2 episodes with fucking and fingering. And then you had to go and ruin it by making me say channel. Sachi, I'm so sorry. Oh, innocent girl. Can I give her a hug? That sounds creepy. I mean, in a purely very nice way. There's a huge difference between creepy Shannon and regular Shannon, I swear. Croquet? Oh, look at you. Pink. Used to have a bunch of that shit at my grandma's house. I don't even know how to play croquet. Not anymore. We used to do it. It was there. I swear to God, we just used to fight with the giant hammer things. It's all we ever did. Before long, it becomes apparent that virtually everyone Sachi passes in the street has some sort of friendly greeting for her. She is Toru in disguise. I knew it. Also, Season 2. Give that shit to me. Put it directly in my mouth. Yes. I'm a happy boy is what I'm saying. What is this with this bizarre phenomenon? Why does everyone like the bubble gum? Guys, Sachi is easily one of the most likable of all you fuckers. I don't know why you guys would be that surprised about it. Like, again, she's the roast master. But she's also just a fucking sweetheart with everyone. Makina is secretly fucking evil. Amane is just kind of just a train wreck. I love Amane. But she's a questionable individual. You're just a knife-wielding loon. Fucking... You just... a weirdo. But, like, I don't know, Sachi she's got issues. Don't get me wrong. You can't trust her to do too much shit. Otherwise, she'll just turn into a monster and try and mop the floor with a fucking shirt. But I'm just saying, out of all of you, this shouldn't be surprising. I had no idea Sachi was such a celebrity in town. And as for Michiru, I love the girl so much, but there's no way she doesn't just break every fucking plate glass window she walks by. Not like, well, I mean, for the sake of the joke, because she's walking into it. But for realsies, though, just because her beauty just shatters everything around her. The point is, I still want to see her with her old hair. I just want to see it. I don't want to be like, it doesn't have to be a huge thing. I'm just saying, like, game, hook a brother up, because I bet you would probably be just a little bit cute. Again, I really like the blonde, but I bet you would look nice. I didn't read his birthday. I didn't realize she was such a celebrity. I nailed it. Sorry. See, sometimes my brain just goes on autopilot for very different reasons sometimes. The same impression. Yeah. Yeah. True enough. In the end, she's just a sweetheart. And she's always trying to do the nice thing to everyone. For everyone. Yeah. I see. You know, considering how uninterested you've always claimed to be, you're a pretty observant one. You blush master general over here. Right. All right. Well, leave it at that. I was not expecting him to follow it up with the same thing. Oh my goodness. Haha. Who's right about what? Even after arriving in the shopping district, Sachi's encounter rate is high as ever. Oh my god, she'll catch a shiny here in no time. What would Sachi's shiny color be? I mean, it would have to be blue, wouldn't it? Because like, I mean, it would have to be, right? You make her Ram, and then have her shiny color be her as Ram. That's how you do it. I mean, there's no question about it. I don't give a damn what y'all say. It's just the truth. I've said it now. I've made this decision. Wait, what? No? Did you? I don't know what you just said. But it was a little cute. I'm really scared. This is how cults get started. I didn't mean to. I don't give a damn about your text. You ain't Sachi. Yogurt. Doing some sort of crazy witch magic. Yeah, no, never mind. Maybe Sachi's like a terrifying nightmare creature and I just didn't know about it. So, explain things. Alright, I assumed the renowned classmate researcher, Professor Sakiki, would have some insights on the matter. You're no Dr. Grant. You're adorable, but also weird. Oh, you settle down, you silly goose. For some reason, they're getting really excited. Oh, she's just talking about the dirtiest shit in the world. It's like, I got big old titties. That's but like in a really cute Sachi voice. It is nothing like any I am familiar with, unfortunately. No Morse code for this man. This has got to be something we can decipher at some point. I need to get the toppest of minds on it. Just roll up behind her like, yo, what the fuck you saying, Sach? And then when she turns, you're not there. Because she'll probably still just go like, well, it's actually da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And then mumbling something to herself, Sakiki draws grudge. I wasn't serious. Be careful. Watch it, Sakiki. Getting any closer, she's gonna notice us. I will say you're being a little adorable. You need to be careful. Again, you have to be worst girl. I can't move you up. You stay where you are. Stay in your lane, baby girl. You're dangerous. Now you worry about that? Talk about a delayed reaction. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I'm sorry, this is when the audience gives a... in-studio audience gives like, haha, it's hilarious. Well, I guess you could say so. This is a shit video, I'm sorry. Every video I make is a shit video, Shannon. Anyway, I guess you could say Sachi's pretty impressive in a way. To have completely caught her perpetually unenthusiastic Sakaki's interest. The fucking speaking Simlish is what's happening here. I should have known. See, if I had finally just bought Sims 4 like I wanted to a year ago, then I would know what she's saying. I would already know. Some sort of like, I'm moving in the big blue house down the street. I have approximately $16,000 simoleons at my usage, and I will buy a moderate TV now. But then I will go to the workplace, get a promotion, and then buy a bigger TV. I want to play The Sims now. And live a life so much better than the one I truly do. She just held an entire conversation in gibberish. What in the hell is happening with your face? You're right. I like you. Okay. You're right, though. I was likely. My entire inside of my body went from ha to just like, all warm and fuzzy because her name showed up. I'm sorry. I have a problem. It's really bad. It's really bad. Oh no. Okay. Oh, yeah. What exactly did our roles in this operation get so thoroughly reversed? When? That's the question that was. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. What'd you pick up, baby girl? Did you get them thighs we was talking about? You want to show them? You know, I mean, I'm a fat man. Please give me some sweet, tasty fried chicken. We did that recently a couple times now, and it's fucking delicious. Having finished her shopping in the supermarket, Sachi begins to walk through the school. Toward the... Nailed it. Shit. Satisfied expression on her face. Seems this is all she'd planned for this particular expedition. Cult and food, as you do. Probably also some toothpaste, because that's always good to have. Well, as expected, she didn't pull anything too out of the ordinary in the supermarket. I mean, if you're not an asshole, don't get me wrong, that's a long time. I'm just saying, I'd probably do it, but that's because I'm bad at confrontation. Do you ever see me in public? I will cave like a fucking microwaved potato. It's not... I'm so bad and real. It is absurd. Because again, I'm a fucking human train wreck. In these, I'm just blah, 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 blah. In real life, I'm just, yeah. Right. Hi. Have a good night there, guys. I'm a fucking... baby. Saki's voice has the usual... I'm a babe in either way, but I'm a fucking babe in either... I'm sorry. That doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. That's exclusively woman thing, Shannon. Don't run around saying that. Has this usual tinge of exasperation, but her facial expression is somewhat relieved. I like you so much better when you're happy, smiley muffin and maybe a little blushy. I like you. You cool. I respect you. I might have to bump you up a half a point. Maybe. Be careful. Alright, I think I'll be leaving you to your own devices now. Excuse me is what she said and not Yuji. Shut up. They both start with Y. Leave me alone. Why you? Oh, why you? Going back to the same place, aren't we? Hold hands. Give you a piggyback ride. Let's do it. I've got something I want to hear as well, is what she said again. You should pay more attention. If you need to keep carrying anything, I can tag along. Saki fires off an instant response, leaving no room for discussion. Alright, well, fuck you too then. You intend to fuck me too then? Again, I do like it when she's smiley and happy, even if it's sarcastic dickishness. With a few words of deadpan sarcasm, Sakaki walks off on her own. Alright, I suppose I'll just finish my surveillance of Sachi by herself. This is when she starts doing the witch cult magic. When I turn my attention back to the maid in question, she's walking along while peeking into the bag she's holding in both hands. It doesn't look like she's paying attention to where she's going. Oh no, not the muffin. Oh, we won't. You gotta go and be the big damn hero again. It's the fucking purse snatcher. He really didn't die. I have to bring him back from life as a zombie. I almost forgot too that was a whole subplot I had in the description of all my videos for a while. He's a purse snatcher who really liked nice things, and he was homosexual, and he had a loving relationship, and he died. So I don't remember how he died, but he died a terrible death. It was weird. It's a weird life I live. As soon as the word's out of my mouth, Sachi bumps her shoulder against someone, sending the contents of her bag scattering across the ground. Well then, any way you look at it, we've got a classmate in distress here. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Okay, well, this is dangerous now, what you've done to me. Because, again, like, even... Shit. No. Save. Protect me, Cone. Oh, sweet baby girl, listen to you in my ear. Option. Fuck you. Okay, so this is a problem. As I said earlier in the video, for all of you who skipped my intro like a bunch of bitches, I'm sorry. You're fine. As I said earlier in the video, I've committed, I'm doing Michiru's route first. I'm straight up doing Michiru's route first. That being said, I'm not an asshole. I want to help Sachi. Do I have to be I don't know. No one, fuckers in the you're supposed to tell me when the goddamn options are going to start showing up. Not because we established that I was going to say that you guys needed to do that, but because I wanted you to. Shit. Because I like to make it 100% clear. I'm going through this, and again, I am going to play through Michiru's route first. That being said, I'm gonna pick help Sachi because I'm not an asshole. That being said, if this puts me on some fucking route while I wasn't fucking paying attention, because some silly shit, because I'm trying to be the nice, better man, then we're going back to this point, and we'll hit this part in 7 fucking years when we get to Sachi's route. I'm just saying, I have to help her, right? How are you gonna just throw this on me? It's the first fucking option out of nowhere. You're just like, oh, did I go to you motherfucker. Okay. I saved, right? Did I do this? Oh, sweet baby girl, you back in my ear again. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna help Sachi. And then I'm immediately gonna go to the Discord. You know what? Fuck it, right? I'm going right now, you fuckers. That's not. I have to cut all this out now, don't I? Yeah. I don't know if anyone. This is gonna be one of those ones where I have to edit a little bit, and it's sad. It's not sad. It's just a thing. Please, help. Please, is anyone there? Help! God damn it! Somebody save me! Don't do it, something just save. Please answer. All right. Cool, we're back. I figured it out. We're safe, I think, for now. I'm going with my gut. As far as I know, we're okay to help Sachi. Which is, fucking, it better be, because I'm not going to be an asshole and leave her there, because I'm not an asshole, because I'm not an asshole. I love Mich, but I mean, come on now, I can't be a douchebag. I love the Mich, but I gotta help the Sach. So it just sounds like weird slang for some shit that I don't want to know the slang too. Either way, I saved, so we'll figure it out in post. Help that bubblegum. Okay, I think that's enough tailing for one day. Discontinuing Discontinuing my covert surveillance, I run up to Sachi's side. What's up, baby girl? How you doing? This music's far too dramatic for my liking. I better be safe. You alright, Sachi? Baby girl? Can I help you? I was following you from the rooftops, much like the Batman. Bruce Wayne ain't got shit on me. I mean, the guy who's definitely not Bruce Wayne. Don't tell anyone I told you that. Save the banter for later. Let's get your things off the ground. I think we've picked up all the obvious stuff. You missing anything? Perhaps my heart? Okay, I'm sorry. But the whole point of this was not to jump down her route. So maybe I should stop with the turning Yuge into a sex meister. I mean, he is. Apparently. Alright. Good. Yeah, I did it again. Shit. That's a little aggressive, but I mean, the thought is appreciated. No, I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. Yeah, don't be jumping in front of a bullet from me because I pick up your groceries. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the thought, but still let me take the bullet. A disappointed expression on her face, Sachi shifts the bags in her hands. Something inside catches my eye. A 10 fucking inch dick. I'm sorry. What? That canned food. Tuna. Does that mean it's tuna? Or is it some sort of thing that is just tuna flavored? It also seems to have cat food written on the side. Are you really planning to make a meal out of that? She's hooking Kyle up because she's a sweetheart. Oh, never mind. I was like, maybe she's being logical. No, she's an animal. I forgot. I love Sachi. She's great. She really fucking is. I love all the girls. I really do. Again, I give Yumiko a ton of shit, but they're all fucking great in their own little way. Look, it's not that I have the best eating habits. You fucking don't. You're gonna die. Your calisthenics ain't gonna save you from whatever the fuck it is you eat. I have no right to talk, but I'm just saying. So I don't want to say too much about other people's diets, but voluntarily eating pet food, that seems a bit over the top. Way up over the top. Like a top hat. Oh, I'm glad it was a misunderstanding, but please stop talking like I'm the one responsible for the confusion. It's got a good point. But are you really helping Kyle out? Because that's sweet. It's a really sweetness. So if not you, who will be eating the cat food? Is it Kyle? Didn't know you had a pet, Sachi. As if at a loss for an answer, Sachi closed her eyes and thought. Maybe it's someone else. Maybe it's Kyle's brother, Stephen. Or maybe his sister, Clarence. Clarence is Clarence a dude's name or a girl, or does it work for both? Because like a Clara Belle, that's totally a lady name. I get that, but Clarence is like is a dude's name, isn't it? But it can be a girl's name. It's a great name, Clarence. I don't give a damn what it is. But her name is now Clarence. And just like that, she turns and begins to walk away, because this means I'm supposed to follow her. If I was betrayed by this Discord, I will fucking stab a hoe. Probably fine. After entering people said that it was very obvious when it came down to at least most of the options, anything leading to a route. So I think I'm safe. I'm no doubt everyone in the fucking comments will be like, dude, it's okay, calm down, you're fine, shut up. So I don't know. I really hope I remember to cut out that fucking like 10 or 12 minutes of me trying to figure it out though. After entering a dead-end alley off the main road, Sachi takes a few steps, then squats down on the pavement. Whew. Clarence, are you here? Oh my Christ. A kitten begins to wildly. No. I see, so this is the recipient of the cat food. A few... Oh, Sachi, marry me, but do. You're such a sweetheart. I love you. Mich, can we keep her? Can she be our maid? I want it. And we'll bring in the kitten, and then Kyle will raise her or him as his child, and he will become the Mufasa of the. We don't want that, actually. Now that I think about it, that does not end well for Mufasa. Spoilers for a very old movie, but that motherfucker dies hard in that. In other words, the local pets are usually looking after it, so it's not really her pet. I'm gonna cry. Look at this little kitten. I'm almost actually about... Don't... Well, if you manage to find a way to cry over the next 2 episodes, I will be stunned. This fucking cat's gonna do it to me. I was joking about crying these next 2 episodes, but it's gonna happen because of a fucking kitten that isn't even on screen. There doesn't seem to be any visible problems with its health, but can't hurt to take a quick look. Mind if I examine its physical condition for a moment? Allow me to study it. It is, in fact, a Clarence. No, can't say that I am, but I should be able to tell if it's healthy or not. Huge the vet. I would love to see that. We'll have Michiru has a happy ending and my man becomes a vet. It would be adorable. And he'll wear Kyle around as a hat. Not like he skinned him or nothing. Like he just wears him on a hat like, meow. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so great from up here. It's been so long since Kyle's had a chance to talk. Oh my goodness. Hi, Sachi. Who is this little muffin you brought over to me? A long time ago, when I had a pet dog, my master taught me how to perform a basic health checkup of animals. Huge, you need to be real careful when you look at these dogs. They'll come up and bite your fucking face off if you're not gentle with them. And then sometimes they'll do it anyway. Rawr. Kitty got claws. Oh. I love that somewhere some person was just going meow into a recording mic, and then however many years later after this game came out, there's just some random dude on the internet going oh about it, and it's weird how human lives work. Receiving the kitten from Sachi. Yeah, you grab that. Okay, I'm sorry, we're not gonna do that. That is terrible on multiple levels. America, fuck no. I begin a simple palpitation of its body. I do a little drum on its boot. That's what I do with my cat. Just like right on the hips. It's funny. She seems to like it. She's like, actually, she doesn't really give a shit. She's just like, okay, well, this is happening now. Thanks, rhythm section. And then she just like fucks off because she didn't. She loves me more than anything else on this planet, and she still don't give a shit about me. It's weird. She doesn't like anyone else. Maybe it's because I'm just really nice to her, but I'm also kind of an ass. I'm just less of an ass than everyone else. It's interesting. She's a sweetheart, though. When she's not vomiting on my... Bitch, don't you dare do it. You're not in my room right now. Doom. Let's continue. When you're dealing with a very small animal, if there's something seriously wrong with its body, the pulse and movements of its internal organs will always tell you as much. Seems to be in decent shape. You doing okay, Clarence? Incidentally, the most common mistake people think when raising kittens is You have a weird... I'm sure you're not wrong, but you have such a weird obsession with the concept of that. How do you always find a way to talk about that? It doesn't... We could be talking about fucking a brick wall and you'd be like, well, if you look at that too hard, it makes you go in a bad way. And I'm like, huge. Pick a... I don't care how accurate it is. Pick a better topic, man. People tend to give them milk during the weaning period, but many kittens don't produce much of the enzyme needed to break down lactose. If the diet's too heavy on dairy, it will cause severe indigestion. Sometimes they'll even weaken and die if you don't get them treated. Don't do Clarence like that. You should probably teach the kids that much. If they don't know already, anyway. The scales have fallen from my eyes. As she speaks, Sachi gently strokes the kitten's head. Aww. Can I get a CG? Can a brother get a CG? Please. From her behavior and body language, it's clear that Sachi is quite fond of the animal. Aww. Have you considered taking that? What happens if I don't go and help Sachi? Do I miss out on the kitten? Aww. Worth it. Like, you can't play Michiru's route now. Oh. I got another kitten though, so I would cry. I am so fucking weird about that girl, dude. I don't get it. It's really, really bad. It's fucking just stupid. Have you considered taking in the kitten yourself? You know, keeping it at the dorm? You know.
Guild playdates with Kyle? Oh my goodness, you got a little baby Buffett. Let's go swig on the swig set. You could be the current by Toru, and we'll run around and blow shit up with dragon powers. It'll be adorable. And I'm like, kittens don't have dragon powers, Kyle. He's like, fuck you. I am a secret wizard mage man. I will bring the end times. It will be a
catastrophe. I'm sorry. Sorry. This is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever said. Kyle said it, not me. Shut up. You can. Do you think about it though? Michiru's fucked then. Well, I guess that's not surprising. On the other hand, they're generally pretty lax on enforcing that sort of rule, you know? As long as none of the others have an allergy or whatever. I don't know one's going to complain if you're a little selfish for once. That's the one thing, too, is I have an allergy to cats. And yet I have a cat. It's one of the reasons I have to be a dick to her sometimes. Like, I can't have her in my room for too long. Otherwise, my fucking lungs want to kill themselves. But it's awful because I love her. I'm a cat person. But I have cat allergies. Fuck. I like cats way more than I like dogs, and yet I'm fucked because they want to kill me. They don't want to kill. Well, I mean, she might. She's just like, I'm just waiting for you to slit your throat in your sleep.
That's actually what we're all trying to do. We just need you to be ready for the time of your undoing.
Let's continue. Shellfish. Matter of fact, Makina is keeping crawfish in her room at this moment, and Kyle exists. How are you not going to talk about Kyle? You ass. If you're interested in the idea, I could try talking to the principal directly and... Hmm? I mean, yeah, causing trouble is never fun, but it doesn't mean you can't, you know, take care of yourself, too. A bad girl, huh? And not in, like, a fun way? It's never been fun. I don't know. I've never been... Again, I think I name dropped. I do have a tiny bit of a thing for, like, maybe just the slightest bit of femdom. I mean, what? But, like, I don't know. I've never gotten the, like... I've never, especially, like, the fucking, like, actual, like, physical... No. I want you to get out of my house. This is what I want you to do. But I just a little, right on the... No. Go away. I mean, this thing too is you'd be like, well, what if you really loved me, you would, you know, support my interests. I'm like, that's the problem, is I do. I don't want to hurt you, though. Don't hurt me, you bitch. And that's how relationships fall apart. I can't do that, man. Nah, son. I'm a pacifist as it is. So that's bad enough. I can't even hit a person when I want to hit them. Let alone just to get juices flowing. I don't... This is not where this needed to go. I guess a class representative should try to be cautious about following the rules, but I think Sachi's true feelings are probably different. Yeah, no, I don't like how she said that. I don't know, for whatever reason, that just felt a little like didn't it? Didn't it feel like, well... Almost like, it's not a good example. I was going to, like, compare it to, like, a fucking spit everywhere. To, like, a shining, like, oh, work and no play. Like, it just, like, it was a little too, like, there was something behind that. I don't like that. I don't know. Maybe it's not bad, but maybe it is. I don't like that. Animals are mysterious things. No matter how indifferent you are at first, spend a little time with one and you find yourself naturally getting attached. Something I experienced personally in the past. Yes, we already talked about that dog. It's huge. Don't worry about it. You gotta tell nobody. Tell nobody about what? Huge master. What did you do with a dog? Everyone has their college years huge. Leave me alone. Let me change the question. Forget everything else, Sachi. Would you like to keep the kitten as a pet if you could? You little bastard. I'm having a moment with the bubblegum. It's my bubblegum. It's a terrible bubblegum noise. Doesn't make any sense. Just as Sachi averts her eyes from mine in hesitation, a young boy runs noisily into the alley. Masahiko-kun. What's up, child? Little muffin? Sounds like a boy, is it? Yeah, it definitely sounds like it. He can still be a muffin. Boys can be muffins too. Muffins with nuts. Chris, I'm sorry. Oh. It is a he. It is Clarence. Oh, the boy. Are you okay, Sach? Are you happy with this, or are you sad? The boy energetically gestures as he speaks, bubbling with joy. This episode's gonna be fucking long because of that goddamn intro. You did good, baby girl. It's the little things. It's the little things. With those words, Sachi gently hands the cat in her arms over to the boy.
Bye-bye, Clarence. I will never forget the dreams that we never got to share together because Sachi did bring you home to me, and I cry myself to sleep every night. Little kitty tears.
The boy pets the kitten's head gently, just as Sachi did before. You gotta give him just a little wiggle around the back of the head. So just a scruff of the neck. It's so cute. She watches the two of them quietly. Yeah. You go visit Clarence. Come back tomorrow, he's just a goddamn bodybuilder. Like, he'll be run up in here like he's Incineroar, and he's like, bitch, I shall strike you down. Incineroar doesn't talk, but if he did, that's what he would sound like. Can you smell what the cat's cooking? I'm sorry. Sorry. Maybe every other day. Oh, Sach. Oh, look at her little face. I want to give her a little kitty cat. You can come hang with, again, you can be our maid, and when me and Michiru start our beautiful life together, and it'll be great, and you can be our maid, and you can come hang out with Kyle every day, and he will love you, and he'll munch on your hair because you like bubblegum, and be like, blah, 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 and it'll be great. Starting my own fan fiction here. Fan art bliss. The boy pounds a hand against his chest. He just starts fucking chest whacking everyone on by, speaking with forceful confidence. Either that or he's literally grabbing people and just smashing people's heads into his chest. I don't know where my head was going with that one. Right into his chest, apparently.
Bye bye.
Oh, one more time, please, just because it was real cute.
Bye bye.
Oh. I know, right? He's fucking sinister looking. I never know what he's up to. You could have left out the evil looking part. He's right though, huge. The eyes of a demon. The boy cradles the cat carefully in his arms and dashes back out into the main street. That's too bad, Sach. I'm not sure why I would compliment you at the end, but let's leave that aside for the moment. Deep down, you wanted to keep that kitten for yourself, didn't you? Oh, knew it. Totes knew it. Baby girl, you gotta care about your own emotions sometimes. Therefore, I mean, that's too bad. Oh. With that curt reply, Sachi slowly begins to give her a hug. Going to the goddamn Discord and be like, nope, you just went down Sachi's route, you're fucked. Can't say I've ever consciously classified myself as such, but I guess I'll have to take your word for it, Sachi. You're implying you're supposed to be a masochist. Say what? What the heck is this? Did the classmates just confess to me? Specifically about awaking to sexual deviancy? My day has been ruined in the best way. Why? Yeah. I bet if anyone could do it, it'd probably be huge, because it seems like they got a little bit of past. Because, right, didn't he say, like, he saved her ass at some point? Somehow? Probably a hostage situation. Just karate chopping terrorists in the back of the head, like, yo, leave the girl alone. Pacha! And then she... No? Okay. Well, it was obvious that Sachi was fond of the animal after all. Kyle, though, he would love you. You guys match in outfit colors. Aww. You're a sweetie, Sachi. That a fact. Sachi begins to walk more briskly, seemingly unable to say any more. No matter how much she hides it behind words and logic, having something she loves taken away from her must be a bitter experience. If I was able to take some edge off that pain, I guess that even the most whimsical of tailing missions might have had meaning in their own right. Bitch, you still here? Excellent. We're beginning covert surveillance. Follow my lead. Oh, that is the cutest possible way to have ended that. Is that a... I don't know, is that still the same? Yeah, it still is. We're gonna keep going. But that is the cutest possible way you could have ended that. It's the only way that could have been better is if she actually got to keep little Clarence. Well, under certain circumstances, at least. Oh, I bet you that's the end of it right there, then. Oh my god, my perfect just hit me like a wave of emotions. Like, at first, for a second, it was all fun and jokes. I was like, oh yeah, my baby girl's here. And then it really actually hit me that she's back again. I'm like, I actually take a breath. I have a legit, it's really bad. It's not, I'm not joking. That actually just affected me. Legitimately, and pumpkin or what? I don't know what that means. But she's my little pumpkin. Anyway, I'm sorry. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry for this potentially really long video because of the extended intro. I guess it's about normal length if you had cut the intro out. So either way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and give it a little bit of like, love down in the comments below. It's not how that works, but do it anyway. I had a ton of fun. It's nice to be having good emotions again. Fuck, that did hit me, though. That was ridiculous. That was a really sweet scene, though. I really liked seeing that. Also, I noticed I've officially started calling Sachi Sach, much in the same way I call Michiru Mich. So, that doesn't bode well for my heart, because that means I'm getting too attached. It means that if anything hurts Sachi, I'm gonna start crying, too. Immediately, I gave you Amane do really, really quickly, but that doesn't have the same level of... What would be this? Maybe Ame? Would that be the shortened version of you? But then that's just gonna make me think of wolf children. And then I'm definitely gonna cry. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Twos do as lemons, everybody. I will catch you guys in the next episode tomorrow. It'll be great. It'll be lovely. It'll be fantastic. I love you. Goodbye. Smooches from me, Kyle, and Clarence. Such a sweet little boy.